Good morning. It is November the 26th, 2018, Monday morning here in Southern California. I'm getting ready to go out to UCLA once again, but before I do so, I have a story to do. Again, here are the 4 pillars of my ministry, and they're always in the links below the video. By the way, if you're using a handheld device, you just hit the down arrow below the video and it will unfold all the links for you. I know some people say they have trouble finding the links. So if you're using a phone or a handheld device, you have to hit that little arrow, down arrow below the video, so it will unfold all the links. But this is always below my links. It's the 4 pillars of my ministry if you're new to this channel. And you can always pause this video and read it for yourself as well. Hallelujah. Don't forget about the White House petition. We need 100,000 signatures by November 27th, which is tomorrow. Hallelujah. Okay, I have a subscriber to thank for this. This is an article from February 16th, 2018. Report finds UN employs 3,300 pedophiles responsible for 60,000 rapes in the last 10 years. A former high-level official from within the UN, the United Nations, has blown the whistle on a pedophilia network of massive proportions involving thousands of United Nations employees wreaking havoc on tens of thousands of innocent children. So sick. An outright frightening dossier released by a former senior United Nations official reveals that United Nations employees have carried out over 60,000 rapes in just the last decade. What's more, the dossier estimates that the organization currently employs at least 3,300 pedophiles. And they're not just pedophiles, they're satanic pedophiles and pedophores. In just 10 years, under the guise of rendering aid, the United Nations has literally been raping and pillaging across the world. The problem has gotten so out of hand that it prompted the former UN insider, Andrew McLeod, to blow the whistle and hand over the evidence to Britain's Department for International Development, Secretary Priti Patel. Of course, handing things over to Britain is like, again, the pot calling the kettle black. Britain has so much satanic pedophilia embedded in their government, as you can see if you watch my interviews with both Rose and Angela Power Disney. According to the exclusive report by The Sun, the dossier reveals that on top of the 3,300 pedophiles working for the organization, thousands more predatory sex abusers specifically target aid charity jobs to get close to vulnerable women and children. And of course, I've also reported about how the CIA, the child sex trafficking front since its inception, does the same type of thing. According to McLeod, anyone who's attempted to blow the whistle on the horrifyingly rampant abuse is silenced and fired. Probably worse than that. While the report reveals that there are 3,300 current employees who are active pedophiles on the UN's payroll, McLeod estimates the real number to be far higher. There are tens of thousands of aid workers around the world with pedophile tendencies, but if you wear a UNICEF t-shirt, nobody will ask what you're up to. You have the impunity to do whatever you want. It is endemic across the aid industry across the world. The system is at fault and should have stopped this years ago. According to the report in The Sun, Professor McLeod worked as an aid boss for the UN all over the world, including high-profile jobs in the Balkans, Rwanda, and Pakistan, where he was chief of operations of the UN's Emergency Coordination Center. He is campaigning for far tougher checks on aid workers in the fields as well as the abusers among them to be brought to justice, and wants the UK to lead the fight. So I will, I'm going to link the story here. You can continue reading it. It goes on for a little bit more. I will link that right below the video. President Trump, really, what he needs to do, he needs to completely withdraw the United States from the United Nations and allow the United Nations to go completely bankrupt. That is what he needs to do, because we fund most of the United Nations. We need to just totally withdraw and just let them go bankrupt. That's what we need to do, and I pray for that. Hallelujah. All right, I'm going to be going out to UCLA again, so please keep me in prayer, and I did figure out what was wrong with my video camera and the SD card, so I should be able to record at least a portion of it. I can only do about an hour and 20 minutes per card, and I only have one of the cards, so you'll at least get a portion of, you know, how long. I'm usually out there, I get out there around 11 in the morning and try to stay out there till about 5 o'clock in the evening. So today we'll be, again, returning back out there to preach the gospel of Yahshua. If you like what I'm doing, if you want to support me, I am doing this full-time now. I did quit my job as Yah told me to, and I'm just fully relying on Him to provide and upon Him laying on the hearts of those who want to freely and voluntarily give. I will never charge a dime for anything I do at all. So my PayPal link is right below this video. You don't have to be a PayPal subscriber to do it. You can use PayPal. Anyone can use PayPal to send donations to me. I also have a link to my Patreon account where you can make a free monthly pledge of any tier, doesn't matter. I also have a link to, I have a P.O. box that you can send stuff to, and I have a gentleman up in Juneau, a good friend of mine. He's authorized to have my bank account, to deposit checks into my bank account. And if you send me letters, just be patient. I won't be back in Juneau until after the fall quarter. I'll be in Juneau briefly for the winter break before I'm headed back out on the road again. So if you're writing me a letter, I will respond. It just, give me some time to get back to Juneau so I can respond to those letters. I have a link to my Bitchute, my Gab, my Twitter. Of course, that link to the White House petition. We got one more day left, so please sign it. It's very simple to click on it. Make sure you hit the verification email and sign it. My gracious media master has set up a YouTube, an alternative YouTube where you can watch all my videos in chronological order. Lots of links below my video, so please check them out. Also, YouTube has this habit of unsubscribing my subscribers, so make sure you're always subscribed. Make sure you click that bell. I've had numerous reports of subscribers saying they've been unsubscribed because YouTube's trying to suppress my subscriber numbers. So make sure you're always subscribed. And just continue to pray for Assange, especially around the clock this week, as he's supposed to testify tomorrow. So we will see if that happens, but he's supposed to. And just keep things in prayer. It looks like Q has made some new Q drops, so make sure you check out iPot. He always gives some good analysis of Q. And hallelujah, we're going to continue in faith, taking down these satanic pedophiles in the only way we can, which is through faith in Yahshua of Nazareth, Jesus the Christ, the Messiah of Israel, obeying his word, covered in his blood. Yes, being intimate with him is directly connected to tearing down these satanic pedophiles, and I'll never be ashamed to say that. If you don't like it, you can just leave my YouTube channel. Hallelujah. Yah bless you guys. Shalom.